unfortunately, as a lot of people anticipated, the Maya Lopez mini update is a dud. We are only getting Maya Lopez Echo Tier 4, which is cool, with the new uniform from the self-titled Disney Plus show. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be very good. Now, I haven't done extensive testing, haven't done like level 80, obviously, Tier 4 testing. Get real, I'm not going to be doing that for Tier 4 for sure. But even when we look at the skills, there's not that much to talk about. So we'll take a look here. First skill, she does this like, you know, punching, thrusting attack. And it's got some cool sort of like mirage thing going on, sort of after images, which is nice. Kind of reminds me of Shang-Chi. Second skill, more of the same, except she duplicates some mirages and they sort of do a bunch of kicks. It's kind of nice, but this is exactly the same as her old second skill, so no new animations there. Third skill's kind of cool. She moves back and shoots you with a gun. Again, it looks pretty nice, and it's got... it doesn't have like an insane amount of animation noise. So that is one thing that I will give the devs. They tried to make it a little bit more clear what the hell was going on, which I know some people really appreciate. Fourth skill, she breaks the ground, and then she just does a bunch of kicks. Again, just feels a lot like Shang-Chi. Very simplistic stuff, but possibly very effective. The really only the mega flashy skill is really only her fifth skill, where she spins around, throws her bike at you, it explodes, and then there's fire damage. So yeah, that's a pretty flashy skill. This one's kind of hard to see what's going on, but even still, you can kind of see where she is. So from a sort of, you know, visual clarity point of view, this is pretty nice. But in terms of the skills feeling unique, particularly compared to her other uniforms, like if you just go back and swap to her other uniforms, I don't know how to do that fast, so I'm just going to do it through here. But just to remind you guys what her old uniform from Hawkeye, which was also a Disney Plus show a couple years ago, this is what she feels like playing with this one here. So she does an uppercut with her first skill. It's kind of like a grayish, you know, color there. Second skill, exactly the same, right? So exactly the same animation, just different colorway. Instead of being sort of brownish and goldish, bronzish, this is like a gray. Third skill, she points at you, and then she just launches a couple of kicks. Fourth skill, she launches a bunch of punches and kicks. Again, very similar. And then there's the gun, so they swap the gun over from the fourth skill to the third skill. And then her fifth skill, she jumps up and does, you know, some kicks. It's actually, her fifth skill is actually really short and kind of lame. So I would say that they made her better in terms of her... Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't remember that. That's sick. So I guess she has a buff on one of her skills? That's sick. Her fifth skill has a buff where she has like a permanent after image. As long as the buff is up, of course. As long as the frenzy buff is up. That's crazy. I don't think I noticed that on her new uniform. That's nuts. Let me see here. So she gets that frenzy buff. Does she have the after image? No, she doesn't have the after image. So they got rid of the after image in favor of this like reddish glow kind of Kaioken type vibe. So yeah. Would I say the new animations are better than the old animations? Yes, but also the old animations were trash. Like Echo's first uniform were just terrible. The base look for Echo, where she has the Phoenix Force, those are actually cool animations. Then they got really lame, and now they're like acceptable, but still. Also, if you're wondering if she's proc friendly, there's almost no way, because you have to start with the 5. You can cancel 2 and 3, and you can cancel them into 4, but you have to start with the 5, and you can't instant cancel the 5. Let me show you what happens. If you instant cancel the 5 and 2, 3, 4, you don't get any hits. So, I mean, you can do that. You can instant cancel 5, and you can make her proc friendly, but you only get 50 hits. Now, 50 hits is not bad, so I would say do 5, 2, 3, 4 if you want to make her proc friendly, and then, of course, 6, 5, 2, 3, 4 when you have her awakening up to get that extra damage with Kate Bishop Hawkeye. That one you get 100 hits, right, with the 6th skill. But if you want to get the most out of her, which, again, is not that many more hits than 50, but it is what it is, you wait until she throws the bike, and then you do 2, 3, 4. So there's that long delay, but you do get about 70 hits. So you get 20 more hits. It's an increase of like 45% number of hits. It's a lot of hits. But yeah, you have to wait until she throws the bike, which is an extra like 10 hits. So saying that a character is proc friendly when you have to do 10 hits before your proc, no, it's just not going to happen. So yeah, it's going to be tough to play. Looks cool. I mean, looks cool, right? Looks very rugged, very like streets ahead type, you know, defenders stuff. But yeah, not really going to be proc friendly. So not proc friendly. Not really good for PvE, as we also discovered. I know I have a PvP build, but even with a PvP build, max Pierce, you know, whatever going on here, rank 166, she was unable to do stage 60 of Mephisto. So for whatever that's worth, it's not worth very much. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she gets a lot better at 80. Who knows for PvE? But yeah, I think mainly she'll be tested for PvP, but in my testing, she only really had one match where she surprised me. I think she killed Silver Surfer twice or something like that, or she killed Thanos once, but that was over like 7 or 10 fights. Every other fight, she just got one-shotted or she did no damage. She does a lot of standing around. I'll show you guys one little clip here. She does a lot of standing around because she has no iframe ignore. Remember that thing that we said characters needed? Yeah. Turns out it's kind of important. So she just does a lot of standing around, and even though I have a 6-star artifact, which means she gets a 20% Giga dodge chance, it's not enough. So we'll queue in here against Colossus. At least she doesn't kill herself to reflect, right? Well, yes and no. Yeah, it is what it is. She heals, but she does do quite a bit of damage. So because she doesn't have iframe ignore, and because she also doesn't have that many iframes, she actually does struggle against Silver Surfer, which is, yeah, okay, great. She just got one-shotted. Cool. And listen, but I know what you're going to say. Oh, but Black Swan is a native tier 3 character. Yes, but Black Swan also doesn't require well, she's dead too. Okay. In my testing last night, again, this stuff is subject to change because, you know, you get lucky, you get unlucky, whatever. In my testing, Echo seems like a great lead for Black Swan and other speed types because of that insane 60 attack, 60 all defense, and debuff cleanse. And then on top of that, you get the chain hit damage reduction, and you get the ignore dodge. But what I want to point out to you guys is the old uniform has that too. Yeah, so this is the biggest issue. The old uniform does exactly the same thing if you're using her as a lead / support. So there's really no reason right now, unless this uniform somehow way overperforms at level 80 and tier 4, there's no reason to get it. And my guess is it's not going to overperform at level 80. My guess is it's only going to perform well at tier 4. And then you have a situation where most people are just going to say, I'm not tier 4ing a character for, you know, sometimes good PvP abilities. There's just way better characters out there. Right? You could get a top PvP prospect in someone like Thanos for tier 4, or you could get someone who at level 80 tier 3 can be almost as good, like Silver Surfer. There's just no reason to tier 4 Echo, right? Anyways, as far as her optionals go, I do want her to be good. Don't get me wrong. I want Echo to be good, but I feel like the devs just are making this way too hard. Like, they just want to release bad tier 4s, you know? They're scared to make every tier 4 good and every tier 4 competitive, because then maybe players will quit because there's too many good options. When I say it out loud, it sounds really stupid, but then you look at characters like Echo tier 4, you look at characters like Ebony tier 4, you look at characters like Angel tier 4, and you're like, what were they thinking? You're kind of scratching your head, because then you compare this to other tier 4s like Silver Surfer, like, you know, other, whatever, Hella, etc., and it's like, it's night and day, right? It's night and day. So yeah, it is what it is. Her optionals kind of suck as well. Groot, GOTG 3, Sister Grimm Runaways, Magneto, House of X, Monica Rambeau, The Marvels, and then Thanos Obsidian King. Not Thanos wins. So yeah. Anyways, subpar uniform optionals with, you know, to combo with a character that seems kind of subpar. Yeah, and these are her stats with her leadership. So, I mean, they look good. They look good for sure. Gonna have a lot of stats, but no iframe ignore, 15% heals. I don't think it's going to cut it. I also wanted to talk a little bit about the events that are live right now, because with this update, we did get 2 new events that are not usual to the update cycle. So we got the never-ending, what is this called? I don't know what this is called. This is like the 6-year. This is, sorry, not the 6-year, even though there's a 6-year. It's the 9-year anniversary eve week of events. So I got these one-time quests that you get tokens for, which are nice. And then you have the daily, which is just log in. So checking in logging in every day is just going to get you 10 tokens. There's not a lot to do, but then you have these tasks that you have to do over the next 5 days. Just one time, use 5 million gold. Just one time, clear 90 dimension mission stages, do 10 crafts, etc. And then you can use those tokens, which is quite nice, to get a Mega Tier 2 ticket. Yeah. So just collect your 500 tokens and collect your Mega Tier 2 ticket for free, easy peasy. You could also get Tier 3 materials, but I don't see why you would do that when you can get a Mega Tier 2 ticket. So yeah, get the Mega Tier. I mean, even I'm going to get the Mega Tier 2 ticket, to be honest. It is quite nice. And this is in addition to the free Mega Tier 2 ticket that they just gave us through the notice for the login. The Mega Tier 2 ticket from the anniversary login. So yeah, really nice stuff there. 2 Mega Tier 2 tickets. And just to show you guys, despite being a big whale, I don't have that many. So I need, like, this is 3, including the one that I collected. So I need these. I do need these for new characters. They said there's going to be a lot of new characters. I would recommend doing this event quest and collecting this. This is probably the best part of the update, I'd say. Yeah, for whatever that is. And then we also have a new clue. If you go to the event token archive, we have the 9-year anniversary festival event token. I don't know how this differentiates from this, which is the 9-year anniversary token. But it does have the colorway of Echo. So maybe they're going to buff her, or maybe they're going to make some sort of event quest around Echo. I don't know. It seems like a lot of effort to go to for a character that you don't even want to give iframe ignore, but that's just me. Who knows? Maybe it's just themed for her, but it's not actually going to be about her. I don't know. And then for those of you wondering, you can already start collecting these tokens, these 9-year anniversary tokens, by spending money in the store. I'm not telling you to spend money. I'm just explaining why certain packs have the tokens already. Actually, I think all of the packs have the tokens already. You can see bonus 40 there and bonus 100 there. These are the paid tokens that you'll be able to exchange in the 9-year anniversary shop. The deals in that shop are generally not very good. It's usually like 500 tokens for a CTP or something like that, or like a random mighty CTP. Like, they're not good options, but they're just for the whales, or the sort of the people that were planning to do heavy spending during the anniversary, to get an additional bang for their buck, right? In addition to all the stuff that they're going to buy. But as is the case with every anniversary, you do not get these tokens if you're just buying raw currency, right? Because if you see here, the raw currency does not have the bonus tokens, but the raw currency is also the best deal, especially if you're going to target the bingo, yada, 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 sort of like strategic spending. One more thing I want to point out here is that there is a new sale called the 9-year anniversary Eve pack. And there's 3 different options. You don't have to buy them in order. It's not a relay, so you can buy 1 and 3, or you could buy just 2 or whatever. But I think all of the options are pretty decent. So I wanted to just quickly cover them. The first one is for 14 bucks, you get 1,000 crystals. This is Canadian dollars, obviously. And then you get a premium 6-star selector. This is nice, especially as soon as it loads, especially considering you can combo this with the free Mega Tier 2 ticket. Right, so you can pick up a premium character, not named Exodus or Quasar because they suck. But yeah, you can pick up a premium character, and then you can get them to Tier 2 lickety-split with that, and you still get 1,000 crystals, and you get some other stuff. The number 2 is also pretty good. I can bring my camera back because it's not blocking the way anymore. But yeah, for 28 bucks Canadian plus tax, you get 2,000 crystals, which is not bad. It could be a little bit higher, but then you get a 4-star artifact selector, which is nice and includes all of the artifacts in the game. And then you also get a random 4-star artifact, and then you also get 2 million gold. So I'm probably going to buy this myself. It's pretty nice to just shore up some missing artifacts that I had. But then, yeah, you also get a random artifact. I don't know why these days, every time you click on something to see what's inside, it takes so long to load. This has been going on since the Ebony Maw update. I don't know what the hell's going on. Some people were also complaining that when they try to download the patch, they're getting this pop-up. Update download failed. Please verify your internet connection. And when you go to the March update known issues, it's not here. Yeah, it's not here. So I don't know what the hell's going on, but the game's been a little buggy for my taste. But yeah, I like number 2. Number 1's okay. Number 3 is probably the worst value because even though you're spending $40, you're still only getting 2,000 crystals. But you do get a Mega Tier 3 ticket, and you can use that on someone like Magneto right away. You can use that. You can use a Mega Tier 3 on like a 1-star character, right? again, not for everybody. I'm not saying you should jump to buy this. I'm just pointing out there's some okay options right now. But obviously the best stuff comes with the anniversary sales in a few days, right? So that's kind of it. There's just one more thing I wanted to mention here because I'm going to be doing it. So I didn't want to be, kind of a hypocrite and like do something without mentioning it. The community event. Celebrate the 9-year anniversary of Marvel Future Fight together. Wow. You just got to go on the forums and post a message like this. It's been 9 years since I enjoyed Marvel Future Fight. Cheer up till the 10-year anniversary. And you get 200 black antimatter, 200 Norn Stones, and 100 energy. Now, normally, I would not be such a slut for black antimatter and cast Norn Stones, but 100 energy? Oh, yeah. Papa's going to do a lot of dirty things for 100 energy. I need that energy for rift farming and dispatch farming. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing this one. So I figured I might as well mention it to you guys in case you'll be doing it, sort of thing. Anyways, that's it. This isn't really an update so much as it's like a preamble to the anniversary. The next few days in the game are certainly going to feel long and they're going to drag. But then, before you know it, in about 6 days, we'll start getting sneak peeks for an actual fun update. Yay! And we'll also be getting like actual events for the anniversary, so then you can start like gambling and bingoing and shit like that. So yeah, it'll be hype. We'll all forget about this, Echo Mirage, and then we'll be back to business as usual. Honestly, she has a really cool like the artwork on her uniform is really cool. It's just sad that they dropped the ball everywhere else. Like, she looks really gorgeous, right? Her hair looks nice, etc. I would be pissed if I was the actress and I was watching this video, the actress who plays Maya Lopez, because they wet the bed on this one. They did not make you strong enough, girl. They did not make you strong enough. Anyways, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.